Hello everyone, welcome to Move It Workouts, workouts that you can do anytime, anywhere. My name is Sarah and we're going to be doing 30 minutes of core yoga today, so let's proceed. Coming into a lying down position on your mat, slowly lowering yourself down, head and shoulders onto the floor. Press your feet firmly into the mat, press your hands firmly into the mat, and feel your lower belly and your lower back press into the floor. Let's just stay here for about 10 breaths. Trying to relax your knees, just using the press of the feet into the mat, the press of the heels into the mat to drive your belly further in towards your spine and down towards the floor. Now relax your shoulders away from the ears, keep breathing, inhale and exhale, all the while keeping your lower belly hugged in. Inhale through the rib cage. Exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, navel stays in one place. And exhale. Inhale, try not to step the feet too hard until the bum lifts off. And we exhale. Last 3 deep breaths here. Keep the space between your eyebrows separated and relaxed. One last deep inhale. And we exhale. Slowly relax, hug your knees into your chest. Gently rocking from side to side. You can grab onto your shins or you can wrap your hands around your shins. Just make sure you're not grabbing onto your kneecaps. You want to keep the weight even throughout the legs. Gently rocking left and right. And slowly start to pull your nose in towards the knees, lifting your head and shoulders off the mat, all the while pulling your knees in towards your nose as well. And we inhale, we slowly come down. Relax the head and shoulders on the floor. As we exhale, we pull the nose in towards the knees, pull the knees in towards the nose. And as we inhale, we slowly release, but do not release that belly. Keep it contracted, keep it hugging in. Exhale, we pull the nose in towards the knees. Squeeze your heels towards the bum. Inhale, lower down. 2 more times, 1 more. Exhale, up here. Inhale all the way down. Last one, exhale, pull it in, hold it there. Maybe see if you want to release your fingers forward or just keep holding onto your shins if this is uncomfortable for your neck. 2 and 1, inhale, slowly come back down. Hugging your knees one more time, gently swaying left and right. Just allowing the mat to massage that lower back here. You can choose to stay rocking from side to side, or if you want to, you can rock maybe very gently up and down. Just to kind of get that whole spine, a little bit of a massage. And then slowly release the head down towards the floor. Now keep your right knee hugged in towards your chest. Release the left leg down towards the floor. Left toes are pointed up. Right knee is pulled in, shoulders down towards the mat. We're going to lift the head and shoulders off the floor, bringing the nose towards the knee again on the exhale. And as we inhale, slowly release down, extend your right leg all the way down towards the floor. Exhale, pull the left knee in towards the nose in towards the knee. Inhale, slowly release, head and shoulders down, left leg down. Exhale, right knee in towards the nose. And inhale down. You know where we're going with this, okay? So you know the movement. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Keep going, keep breathing. Now when you release that bottom leg down, do not just let the heel drop towards the floor. Move with control. Do not let it fall. Exhale in. I'm on the right side now, but wherever you are, keep going. Inhale down. Exhale in. Inhale down. Keep going. I'm going to give a progression here. You can choose to stay. Exhale in. Or you can choose to progress. Inhale, release the hands down, be above your head as well. Exhale, pull it in. And inhale, release the hands over your head. Exhale, pull it in. Now, as you release the hands overhead, make sure that the lower back does not lift off the mat. Keep it pressing into the floor. Exhale, crunch it in. You should feel your core burning up by now. Ooh, and suddenly you kick up a sweat here. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale. We've got 4 more, okay? Exhale. Inhale. Okay, so last 2 on each side. Exhale. And inhale. I feel this. You're not alone. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more on the left side. Exhale. Inhale. And slowly relax. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently rocking side to side. Good job, everybody. Very nice work here. Slowly rock yourself up and down. You can grab behind your thighs if you want to. And just come into a seated position on your 3rd rock. Very nice. Okay, reaching your hands behind your bum. Fingertips pointing forward. Just going to get the abdomen a bit of a stretch here. So starting to sit your weight back a little bit more, leaning back, but make sure that your shoulders don't go too far back. Keep your shoulders over the wrists, give your wrists a bit of a stretch as well. As we inhale, we push the chest up towards the ceiling. We lift the sternum, we lift the rib cage, and then you squeeze your elbows and your shoulders behind you. Shoulders away from the ears, press into the palms. Lift the chest. Feel the stretch in the front of your abdomen. Staying here for another 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Come back to center. Hands onto your knees. Give yourself a counter stretch. Rounding the back. Tucking your chin in towards the chest. Grabbing your knees tight with your palms. Keep your arms straight. And slowly inhale. Come back to center. Sitting up tall. Let's just work out the spine a little bit here. So twisting over to the right to face me first. Right fingertips behind your bum. Left fingertips or left palm towards your right knee. Now sitting up tall, don't lean back. Sitting up tall. Exhale, looking towards the right shoulder. Inhale, slowly coming back to center. Let's repeat that on the other side. Okay, so this time left hand behind your bum. You're facing the left side. Right hand towards the left knee. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, look beyond the left shoulder. And slowly inhale, come back to center. Crossing your ankles, pull them into a your bum. Pushing into the palms, coming into your tabletop position. Palms thoroughly underneath the shoulders, knees thoroughly underneath the hips. Keep your toes tucked under. Now make sure that your knees are hips distance apart. You don't want them too wide, neither do you want them too close together. Slowly rock yourself back and forth, just warming up the wrists here. Do not sink the shoulders or the chest down. Keep the belly and the chest hugged in. Slowly rocking it back and forth here. And then going side to side. Sitting onto your heels. Okay, right palm facing, fingertips down. Pull your fingertips in towards your forearm. Keep that elbow soft. Just stretching out the backs of the wrist and the forearm here. 2 and 1. Thumb facing down, palm facing out to the side. Pull your thumb in towards you very slowly. Keep your elbow soft again. And slowly relax, shake it out. Switch to the left hand. Okay, fingertips pointing down. Pull the fingertips in towards your forearm. Keep your elbow soft. And then thumb facing down, palm facing out to the side. Pull your left thumb in towards you very gently. And slowly relax, coming back into our tabletop position. From here, let's inhale, drop the belly down, looking up towards the ceiling, cow spine. Exhale, curling it under, round your shoulders up, press into your hands. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, cat. Inhale, drop the belly down, looking up towards the ceiling. Chest between the biceps, cow spine. Exhale, curling it under, chin in towards the chest. Into your cat. One more time as we inhale, we drop the belly down. Keep pushing the chest between the biceps. Keep that lower belly hugged super tight in. And now option 1 to stay here. Option number 2, maybe see if your heels can come in towards the bum. Point your toes up towards the ceiling and squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back. This is a deeper back bend. If you are not comfortable with this, just come back to this position. Everyone, we're just going to keep breathing here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. start to press into the hands, round the shoulders up towards the ceiling. Now squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Bring your hands in a little bit closer to each other. Okay, index finger and middle finger pointing up towards the top of the mat. Now keep your back rounded, keep your toes tucked under. Can you lift your knees off the mat? 2 inches. Staying here. Some of us might start to shake here. I know it burns. You got this. Keep pressing into the hands, keep that back rounded. Keep squeezing the inner thighs in towards each other, even though they're not touching. Squeeze all of your leg muscles. And once slowly release back down towards the floor. Sit onto your heels. Stretch out the back of your hands. Very nice job, everyone. Okay, I'm going to face you for orientation purposes, but you are going to stay exactly where you are, facing the top of your mat. Palms down towards the floor, knees in towards each other in the midline of the mat. All right, from here, press firmly into the hands. Now, squeeze your right knee in towards your right tricep. Breathe, keep the weight in the hands even. 2, and 1. Now bring it out to the side like you're peeing dog, peeing on the fire hydrant. Feel your right outer glutes working. Push yourself back to center. Don't let the left hip dip down. Squeeze. 2, 1. Now kick that knee all the way to the back. Your sole of your foot is pointing up towards the ceiling here. Do not let that lower back sink down. Keep that belly hugged in. And then crunch your knee in towards your nose. We've been here. You were here just now. Press into the hands, round the back. Good. Now we went in one circle. We're going to go in that circle again. Okay, so right knee towards the right elbow. Knee out to the side like a peeing dog. Knee down to the floor, kicking it back. Foot all the way up towards the ceiling. And then hug the knee in towards the nose. Very nice. We're going to do that one more time. Right knee in towards the right elbow. Out to the side. Squeeze the glute. And then go in a circle, point the knee down, sole the foot up. And then knee in towards the nose. Very nice. Hold it there. Knee in towards your nose. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Slowly step it down. Very nice job, everybody. And switch to the other side now. This time left knee in towards your left elbow or left tricep if you can reach. Round your shoulders up towards the ceiling. Press into your hands firmly into the floor. Now come into that fire hydrant peeing pose. Good. Staying here. Squeeze the left outer glutes. Push into your right knee. Press into your hands. Don't let the hips sink. And then knee down towards the floor. Kick it all the way back. Sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. Keep your lower belly hugged in. Do not arch into that lower back. And then knee in towards the nose. Crunch it in. Very nice. And then back into that left tricep. And then out to the side. We're moving very slowly, so you really feel the burn. Knee points down, foot goes up. Kick it back. And then crunch the knee in towards the nose. You got this. One more time. Knee in towards the left tricep. Out to the side. Knee down towards the floor. Point the foot up towards the ceiling. Crunch the knee towards the nose. Hold it there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to center. Sit onto your heels. Shake the hands out if you want to. Very nice job, everybody. All right. From here, right foot steps on the outside of the right hand. Stay light on your fingertips. Keep your left toes tucked under. And then from here, we're going to slowly shift the hips back and forth. Walking into the hips here. Now working the back body a bit. Core is not just about the abs and the front body. Core is also about anything that's surrounding your entire torso or your trunk of your body. So we've got to work the back muscles as well. Those of you who have very sensitive knees, go ahead and place a towel underneath your left knee. If you are okay, right hand onto your right thigh. Roll that right shoulder up towards the ceiling, left hand down towards the floor. As we press, we inhale, look up. Exhale, we press a bit deeper. Inhale, raise your right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reaching over to the side, opening your chest up towards the ceiling. Breathing here. Keep inhaling and exhaling. 2, 1. Now you can choose to stay here. Option number 2, as we inhale, we reach the right hand towards the back, in line with the left foot. And as we exhale, if you can, pick the heel in towards the bum. Now, squeeze through the left hamstrings, Point the toes up towards the elbow. Stay here. Do not grab the foot just yet. Breathe. If this is not comfortable for your knee, go ahead and drop that left foot back down towards the floor. Stay here. Opening up the chest a little bit more. Stay. 2. And 1. Now grab the pinky toe side of your left foot. And as we inhale, we move the chest to face forward. And then as we exhale, we open the chest up. Chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, look up. One more time. Inhale, look forward. Options to stay here. Options to try and pull that left foot in a bit closer, opening up the shoulder here. Stay. 2, 1, and exhale, release. Okay, tuck your left toes under, press your right palm into the floor, step your right knee back, shake that left leg out. Good job, everybody. Okay, coming back into our tabletop position. This time, left foot steps on the outside of the left hand. Come onto your fingertips if you need to, if not, just stay where you are. Just shifting the weight back and forth, opening up that left hip here. Just for a second. If you need to, go ahead, place a towel underneath the right knee. Right palm down towards the floor. Left hand onto the left thigh. Inhale, open that left shoulder up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press into that left hand a bit more. Inhale, raise the left hand up, fingertips pointing up. Exhale, we extend over to the back, reaching back even more. Stay here for another 3, breathe. 2, and 1, slowly coming back to center. Now if you want to, reach to the back, in line with your right foot. Inhale here, exhale, pull the heel in towards your bum. Now do not grab the foot just yet. We are really using our active back body to try and reach the foot and the hand towards each other. Keep squeezing through that right hamstring. Keep pulling the heel in, stay. 2, and 1, and then grab the pinky toe side of your foot. All right, now let's open it up. A little bit more. Staying here. 2, and 1. And we inhale, we look forward. And then exhale, we open up. Inhale, we look forward. Exhale, we open up. One more time. Inhale, we look forward. Keep breathing here. Options to pull that heel in towards your bum a little bit more. Opening that left shoulder in front of you. Oof. Feel that stretch here. 2. When we exhale, we open up. Holding it here. Breathe. 2. And 1, slowly release the hand back down towards the floor. Stepping your left knee back. Alright, shaking that right knee out. Very good job, everybody. Very nice. Okay, stepping that right foot forward between the hands. Tucking your left toes under. Hands onto your hips. Coming up into that high crescent lunge. Now from here, reaching your hands behind you, either shaking your own hands or grabbing opposite elbows. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, looking up towards the ceiling. Now squeeze your left glute, squeeze your right glute, and slowly start to lean back very slightly. Now keep that lower belly hugged in to protect that lower back. Just working through the legs, working through that back body core. Staying here for another 3, 2, and 1. Leaning your weight forward, back is flat. Coming to a 45-degree angle in front of you. Do not let that belly rest onto the front thigh. Keep that belly hugged in. Keep pressing into the feet. You got this. Holding it here for another 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands down towards the floor. Drop your left knee down. Step your right foot back. Very nice. This time, left foot between the hands. Wiggle the right toes back. Lift the knee off. Find your position first and then hands onto the hips. Lift the chest. Find your balance. Squeeze your core tight. Now again, shaking hands or grabbing opposite elbows. Switch hands so that you are on the opposite side this time. Very good. Squeeze your right glute. Squeeze your left glute. Find your balance. Now gently start to look up. Challenge your balance. Keep your belly hugged in and slowly start to lean back. I'm moving very, very slightly. Okay, I'm not going into a deep back bend. If you can, go ahead, but if not, just stay here. Breathe. 2, whew. And 1, come back to center, slowly lean the body forward, 45-degree angle. Keep your core tight, keep your back flat, don't let that belly touch the front thigh. Holding it here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the fingertips down towards the floor. Right knee down. Step that left knee back. Come onto your heels for a second. Interlace your hands in front of you. Reaching the knuckles forward. Separate your shoulder blades behind you as you round your back. And try to pull your fingers apart here, shoulders away from the ears. Stay here for another 3. Just stretching out the wrists. 2. And 1. Good job, everybody. Coming onto your hands. Step your feet all the way back. We're going to lower our belly and our chest onto the mat. And just take a moment to just rest. Catch your breath. Take a sip of water if you want to. Wipe your sweat down. I know I'm pouring right here already. Okay, we've barely even begun. Well, I mean, we've been doing about 20 minutes, I think. Around there. Okay, so take a moment here. Just catch your breath. Gonna move on to the back body activation and a little bit more of the front core. But wherever you are, just rest for the next 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands beside your chest. Squeeze your elbows behind you, shoulder blades pulling in towards each other, and then shoulders away from the ears. Now, the only way to do this without hurting your lower back is to keep hugging your belly in towards your spine, almost as if you want to hug your lower belly off the floor. Press the tops of the feet firmly into the mat. Now, press lightly into the hands. Lift the chest off. Keep the ribs on the floor, and then squeeze your elbows behind you. Now, stay here for 3, 2. Now, float your hands off the mat. Squeeze your elbows behind you. Stay for another 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay where you are. Float the feet up. Point your toes. Squeeze your glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Fold your hands underneath your chin or your cheek. You can look towards me or you can just look straight. Stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reaching your arms back, palms facing down, fingertips towards the toes. Now roll your chest off the mat here. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Now float your hands off, back to the palms reaching up towards the ceiling. Suck your lower belly in, breathe. Now hug your feet off the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Can you lift your feet a bit higher? Good. Now, can you raise your hands to be higher than your legs? Let's go. For another 5, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Relax. Catch your breath here for a second. You're doing so good. Alright, the next thing that we're going to do now is side planks, just to work the obliques for a little bit, just give the back a bit of a rest. Coming onto your left forearm, left hip, left knee on the floor. You can choose to do this with your knees bent, or you can choose to do this with your legs straight. It's really up to you. I'm going to go with my knees bent. Right hand onto my hip. Alright, and then from here, make sure that my shoulder is on top of the elbow. As we start to exhale, we drive the hips up towards the ceiling, right upper body stacked on top of left lower body. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, drive it up. That's 1. Inhale, down. Exhale, up 2. Inhale, down. Exhale, up 3. Inhale, down. Exhale, up 4. Inhale, down. Exhale, up 5. Inhale, down. Exhale, up 6. Inhale, down. Exhale up 7, inhale down. Exhale up 8, inhale down. Last 2, 9, inhale. Exhale 10, hold it here. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, step your right foot in front of your left thigh and see if you can extend your left foot until it's straight. Good. Feel that really, really work into your left hip. Options to stay here. Options right hand reaching up and overhead. Driving your right fingertips over your head. Stay. 2 and 1. Slowly release the left hip down towards the floor. Let's counter that stretch for a while. Press the left hand into the floor. Right hand up towards the ceiling. Reaching for your left toes. You should feel a stretch up and out of the left side of your waist. Reach, 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 reach. 2 and 1. Slowly coming back to center. All right, let's switch to the other side. If you want the left side, it's fine. Okay, just make sure you get both sides evenly. So, right forearm is on the floor. Knees are bent. You can go straight leg if you want. Right shoulder stacked on top of right elbow. Okay, hand onto your hip. Inhale here. Exhale, we drive the hips up. Right hip up towards the ceiling. Inhale down. Don't let it rest. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. That's 3. Inhale down. Exhale 4. Inhale down. Exhale up 5. Inhale down. Exhale 6. Inhale down. Exhale 7. Inhale down. Exhale 8. Inhale down. Exhale 9. Last 2. Inhale. And then exhale up all the way. Stay here or step your left foot in front of your right thigh. Slowly start to wiggle your right foot out to the side. Lifting that right hip a little bit more. You're going to feel this a lot more on your right oblique. Options to stay here. Options left hand reaching overhead. And then reaching it over to the right side over your hip. Lift the right hip a bit more. Stay. 2 and 1. Slowly release everything down to the floor. Let's counter that. Right palm onto the mat. Left hand up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, reaching over to your right foot. 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back to center. Very nice job, everybody. Okay, having your feet onto the mat. Heels are close to your bum. Give yourself a big hug in the nose into it, the knees here. Just stretching out the back of your neck. Stretching out any tension you might have in your back here. One more back body activation, and then we're just going to take a quick stretch, lying down onto the mat, just like we started the class. Soles of the feet on the floor, heels are close to the bum. Make sure that you can kind of tickle your heels here. Now, for those of us who have very, very weak knees, you might want to walk your feet a bit further away from your fingertips, okay? Because that gives a bit more space in the kneecaps. You don't feel as uncomfortable. Now, keeping your gaze up towards the ceiling, press firmly into the feet. Your feet should be hip distance apart, so make sure that your knees are not pulling out wide. Okay, they should be stacked right on top of your hips here. Hands out at a 45-degree angle away from you, palms facing down, shoulders are firm into the floor, head is firm into the floor. Coming into an easy bridge, we're going to do hip thrusts upwards. So we inhale, lift the hips up, but keep the core tight, so do not overarch into that lower back. You want to make sure that you are staying strong in the core as well. So squeeze those glutes, find a nice straight line from your chest all the way towards the knees. Press into the hands, and then inhale, we drop it down. Hover off the floor, don't touch. Exhale, we drive it up one more time. Inhale, lower it down. Hover off the floor, exhale all the way up. Now try not to lead with the butt. Keep your belly hugged in all the way, one straight line. Your core stays tight. And then exhale, drive it up. And inhale, slowly lower it down. Exhale, drive it up. Inhale, slowly lower it down. We've got 3 more. And exhale up. Inhale all the way down. Exhale up. Inhale down. 1 more. Exhale all the way up. Now stay here. Find a nice straight line. Slowly start to wiggle your feet in towards each other. Woo! Okay, they don't have to touch. You're going to feel this a lot in the glutes. Alright, press your hands firmly into the floor. Now slowly start to shift the weight into your left foot. Okay, you bring your right knee in towards your chest. Don't let the hips sink down. Keep pressing into that left hip. Good. Right knee into the chest. Options to stay here. Options to see if you can extend that right foot up towards the ceiling. Good job. Breathe here. 4, 3, 2. Keep staying strong in the left leg. Crunch that right knee into your chest again. And then step that right foot back down towards the floor. Don't let the hips sink down. Okay, now shake your weight into the right foot. Hug that left knee into your chest. Hold it here. Or extend that foot out towards the ceiling. Breathe. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knee back into your chest. Legs are burning. Step that left foot down. Slowly lower yourself down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Upper back, mid back, lower back. And then tailbone and bum coming down. Take a nice long inhale here. Press firmly into the feet. Feel your lower belly hug in towards the mat again. Exhale. Now bring the soles of the feet in towards each other. Knees go out wide. This is a very gentle back bend for you. So if this does not feel comfortable, bring your feet further away from your groin. If you're okay, pull the heel in as close as you can. Allow the knees to go out. Just giving a little bit of release in hip flexors and in the thighs here. After all that good work. Good job, everybody. Inhale, slowly bringing the knees in back towards each other. Extend your left leg down towards the floor. You were here at the start of class. And then exhale, pull the right knee in towards the chest. Holding it here for the next 3, 2, and 1. Right hand stays on the shin, left hand goes towards the left thigh. Now option number 1, you're just going to stay here with the hand on the shin and you're going to pull the knee out towards the armpit. Alright, so you're going to open up at the hip here. If you are okay with doing happy baby, come into a half happy baby on your right side. Make sure your left hand stays on the left thigh so that your left hip does not come off the mat. If not, just stay with me, hand onto your shin. Breathing here for the next 3, 2, 1. Bring your right knee back in towards the center of your chest. We're coming into supine twist. Bring that right knee over to the left side, dropping it over your left hip. My right shoulder stays on the floor, and my right knee just keeps reaching over to the left. Once you start to feel your shoulder come off the floor, that is your maximum. Come into a 90-degree arm, elbow in line with your shoulder. Options to keep your head gazing up towards the ceiling. Options to look over to the right. Breathing here for another 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly coming back to center. Hug the knee back into your chest one last time, just to neutralize the spine. And slowly release that right leg down towards the floor. Hug the left knee into your chest. Give yourself a few moments here. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Keep that left hand on your left shin, right hand towards the right thigh. Okay? From here, pull the left knee in towards the left armpit. Or if you can, again, happy baby on the left side, rubbing the outsides of your feet and keeping your left elbow on the inside of your left thigh. If not, just stay with me right here. Right hand is onto the right thigh to make sure that the bum does not lift off the floor. Keep pressing that right hip down towards the mat, staying here. Shoulders on the floor. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, pull the knee back into the chest. And then as we inhale, we drop the left knee over the right hip, coming into supine twist on the other side. Exhale as we really try to reach that left knee over to the side. Now left elbow in line with your left shoulder. Again, if your left shoulder starts to come off the mat, it means you've gone too far. Pull the hip back in a bit more to the center. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling or look to your left elbow. It's up to you. Stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back to center. Hug your knees into your chest one last time. Gently rocking side to side. Slowly releasing your legs down towards the floor. Heels as wide as the mat, toes rolling out and away from each other. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling here. Arms out at a 45-degree angle away from your body. Palms facing up, fingers curled naturally. Just gently closing your eyes here. We're going to take 10 deep breaths together. Inhale. thighs. Exhale, feel your hamstrings pull down towards the floor a bit more. Inhale into the hips. Exhale, feel your glutes and your lower back get heavier on the mat. Inhale into the fingertips, the palms into the forearms and the belly. Exhale, feel all of those muscles just sink into the floor a bit more. Inhale into the chest, into the shoulders, into the forearms and the elbows. Exhale, relax and get heavier on the mat. Inhale into the shoulders, into the throat. Exhale, feel the pull in towards the floor a bit more. Inhale into your jaw, into the back of your head. Exhale, feel it get heavier on the mat. Inhale into the space between your eyebrows. Exhale, relax the space between your eyebrows. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, feel yourself sink further into the floor. One more deep inhale here. And exhale. Allowing your breath to come back to its original pattern. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring sensation back into your body. Slide your feet in towards each other. Reach your arms overhead. Take a nice long stretch while you're waking up from a deep sleep. And then exhale, pull your knees in towards your chest, rolling over to your right side. Using your right arm as a pillow for your head. Slowly using your left hand to push yourself back up into a seated position. Coming into that cross-legged position. Sitting up tall. On your next inhale, raise your hands up towards the ceiling. Take a nice long stretch. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms up. Gently swing left and right. Slowly come back to center. Inhale, release the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, palms to your heart center. Inhale, lifting your chest towards your thumbs. Exhale, thumbs between your eyebrows and bow to your hearts. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Everyone is encouraged to stay super active, to do something physical for 30 minutes a day. So if you can, stay home, stay safe, but don't let that get in the way of you staying active, okay? So make sure you've got 30 minutes every day if you can join us here. My name is Sarah and I hope to see you guys very soon. Stay safe.